calling it a love song.
What is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how do people see you, what is their impression of you, your energy, all the vibes. So let's get straight into it. We have 5 piles here today. So pile 1 is this King of Clubs in like a heart form. Pile 2 is, let's just say the 2 of diamonds, but yeah, it's a diamond in a heart. Pile 3 is the Knight of Cups. Pile 4 is the Death card, or the Ace of Cups. And pile 5 is the 5 of Swords. So these are the 5 piles. Pick whichever one you would like to. I love you so much. Sending love and light. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. What is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video. And today's video is going to be on how do people see you. I know I made this video recently, but someone else requested that I made it. So I'm gonna say yes because these are my favorite videos to make. Like literally, how do people see you, first impression, what do people think about you, all those videos. Chef's kiss, I love it. And like who is jealous of you, who has a crush on you, like I could make these videos like that. But anyways, if you guys have any other video suggestions, let me know. Also, it is so hot, guys, like literally I want to put my fan on but I can't. And yeah, it's just really hot. It's summer right now. So anyways, I don't know why I'm busy rambling, but yeah, let's get straight into it. So how do people see you? Okay, so pile number 1, you guys chose this King of Wands, or this King of Clubs, yeah, in a heart form. Okay, so let's first start with your channeled message. Okay, so you could definitely be a Pisces, a Virgo, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius Sun, and then yeah, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Venus, or Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus. So your 2 songs are "Cause I Love You" by Lizzo, "Made You Look" by Megan Trainor. Okay, so your channeled message says, you're a lot of fun, like a Capricorn that isn't obsessive. You're usually the one in control. You're hot AF. You're hard to disagree with even when I think you're wrong. Okay, so I feel like there could be like an S, a T, or an H in your name. And sorry about my dog barking in the back. But yeah, so there could be a T, an H, or an S in your name. Or you have like a lot of vowels in your name. But yeah, people find you to be someone that is like a really muted version of something else. Like, you know, you could definitely be a Capricorn, but then you're someone that isn't obsessed with your career. And I know those are all stereotypes, but I feel like people view you as someone where it's like they think of like maybe meeting you as a celebrity and then you're actually like really humble. Like it's a bit contradictory. So you could be a Cancer, but actually you're not really emotional. You could be a Pisces, but you're not really like, you know, artistic or like, you know, like ditzy out there type vibe. Or you're Sagittarius, but you're not socially awkward, because every Sagittarius that I have met is socially awkward. Don't at me, they're all awkward and I love them. Okay, so okay, there's an airplane, let's just wait. Okay, the airplane's gone. But yeah, so it says you're a lot of fun, like a Capricorn that isn't obsessive, blah blah blah. So yeah, I feel like people find it hard to disagree with you even when they don't agree with what you're busy saying. So I do feel like sometimes people are kind of like, I don't want to say walking on eggshells around you, but they don't really want to disagree with you because they're afraid that maybe you're not going to like them or that you're going to leave them or something. So certain people will literally kind of diminish, or they will like make their needs smaller to rather compensate for you, if that makes sense. Like I can see people like having really strong opinions about something, but because they enjoy your company and enjoy you so much, they will literally pretend like, oh, it's fine, or like they will go against their morals. Like, you know, Stefan and Elena, I'll insert a photo, but like it reminds me of that thing where she was like, you want me to blame you? Okay, fine, I have to go against my, wait, I have to go against my morals and blah blah blah. I don't know what the thing was. I'll insert a photo of the scene where she's like saying all that stuff. So yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So Spirit, how do people see pile 1? How do people see palm 1? Oh, you could be an Aquarius. So, ooh, I love this. I was hearing Cancer a lot. Like, it reminded me, like, my friend. Okay, sorry. My friend, I almost said their name. My friend, I remember they told me that, like, this other person, their fling person is a Cancer. And I was like, oh, like, what are they like? And they were like, oh, like, they always sound like they're about to cry. And I was like, that hit close to home. But okay, anyways, so we have the Eight of Pentacles that came upright. So basically, you can see this woman's busy sitting on like her bed, and this guy, and she's like looking away, and this guy is trying to offer her a flower or like a rose. So what I'm busy hearing is that people see you as someone that it's kind of hard, you play hard to get a lot. Definitely, I feel like you're someone, when you like someone, you try to make it, you don't make it obvious, but I feel like it's kind of obvious because you don't make it obvious, you know? Like, people can tell that you're trying, like, you're holding back on something, you know? So maybe you're someone that doesn't enjoy PDA, you don't like a lot of, like, you know, touching, cuddling, and all that stuff, but you want that, but you crave that. Yeah, like, I know a lot of, like, let's say Capricorns, like, because sometimes they can be so rigid, they don't know how to ask for love. Aquarius and Virgos too, you know. Or when, like, water signs, they need that logic, but they don't know how to be logical sometimes. So I feel like there are certain things that you like, that you want, and you kind of are like, you find it hard to say how you feel, you find it hard to be who you want to be, you know. You could definitely be in the closet, and I feel like people can get that energy where it's like they can tell that you're holding back on something, you know. It's not something bad, it's just like you're holding back on something, and they know that you do want to do it, you know. Yeah, you're someone that's always working on yourself, and I feel like you even could be a bit of a perfectionist, where you're kind of saying, okay, if I do come out, I want it to be because I have a partner, I want to be in this place and that place. Or you're kind of saying, okay, I'm gonna stay single because I need to have this many degrees, I need to be living in this area, I need to accomplish this and this and this. Or at least people get that impression, you know, when you hold back on something, when you don't say how you feel, when you don't do something, they just feel like, oh, you're not ready, oh, you're waiting for this and this and that, you know. So, you know, maybe people are always making excuses for you even. Like, you won't even say anything, but then people are trying to psychoanalyze you, and people are trying to think like, oh, like, you looked at me weird today, like, I wonder if that's because last week I didn't offer you that pencil when I knew I had one, but it was my last one, something like that. Okay, and then we have the Magician card that came upright. So you could definitely be an Aquarius. But yeah, these are enigmas. These are people that can really do anything, even without having like the proper qualification. They're just really good at everything. So I'm hearing like you're a certified like chef, certified therapist, like you just have experience in everything, even though you've probably never participated in it. Like, you know, the thing where they say coaches don't play. I feel like you've been like perpetually single, but you're always the one giving relationship advice to everyone. You remind me of Red from Shawshank Redemption, where like he can get anything, you know. He just, yeah, he can get anything. Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Okay. Then we have the Ten of Swords that came upright. I feel like there is some sort of pain that people feel like, or maybe like, do you fetishize your own sadness? Do you find comfortability in your depression? Okay, I'm sorry. But but that's all I'm going to say about the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles that came up, right? I do feel like at the end of the day, you just want love. You want to be loved. And I feel like people find a lot of relatability in you. They find a lot of like, oh, like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, oh, like, I get where you're coming from. I feel like you're a really understanding person, and people can always tell where you're coming from. And I feel like people get the impression that you're really witchy as well, and that you're tired of certain things, you know. I feel like you've been waiting for such a long time for the things that you want in life, and they feel like, certain people feel like they just want to come in and like, I don't know, like sweep you off your feet, or they want to like fix you, come save you, or they want to kind of say like, oh, I can do this for you. Like, let's say you've been working towards something for like half of your life, your whole life, and then they like have all the answers and they're like, oh, I can do it for you just like that. And I feel like people want to do that for you, but maybe you're kind of like, no, like I want to do that for myself. Like I remember there was like this one thing where I watched, and basically this girl, she loved horses, and they were giving away her favorite horse, but she didn't have enough money to keep it. Now this other guy goes and he buys the horse for her, and it's like, that's not what she wanted, you know, like she wanted to be with him, but she didn't need him to come in and like steal her dreams, or like, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, anyways, let me see, I'm gonna pull out, I feel like this is gonna be such a long video. So Spirit, what is something that Pile 1 needs to hear right now? What's something Pile 1 needs to hear right now? Oof. So we have juggler. So you're always trying to juggle a lot of things in your life right now. Now's the time to prioritize certain things. And then we have the 3 monkeys. Interesting. I don't know what the 3 monkeys mean. So it says, you are wiser than you think, okay? So you have received this card as the universe wants you to focus on your wise self. That's what you need to prioritize right now. Yourself, your wisdom, your intellect, all that stuff. It says they represent see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. So they're saying that now's the time to think about what you want in life and start attracting it, you know, instead of saying this is what you want, this is what you want, you know, start thinking it and start doing it as well. There's something right now that you're not seeing that the universe has been trying to like show you. So yeah, that is what I got for Pile 1. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. I need to go check what my dog is doing because she's barking. Okay, pile number 2, you guys chose this card, so let's get straight into it. How do people see you? Okay, your 2 songs are here by Alyssa Cara and Flashlight by Hailey Steinfeld, and then your channeled message says, you were hurt before and you're way more cautious now. You try not to lose control. You remind me of Walter White when he kept saying he did everything for family, but he did it for him. I'll insert a photo of Walter White. If you have watched Breaking Bad, comment down below. But yeah, like even while I was busy channeling your energy, I do feel like there was this impression where I got like maybe you have like a lot of like parental issues, like mommy daddy issues, or like being in and out of different homes, like foster cares, or I just feel like your home life has always been something that's always affected like your entire life, or your parents have always had like such a big impact on your life because maybe they've always been like relying on you to do everything for them, and like you've always had to take care of them or something, or they just weren't good parents, or I'm hearing that there was something in your life that just always took precedent, you know, maybe it's like you having to take care of a cousin, a parent, or something, and it's kind of like that always came first, you know, you always had to make sure they were okay. And I feel like maybe sometimes you even use that as like an excuse or like a scapegoat, where it's like, oh, I can't fall in love now, or I can't do this now because I have to take care of this and this and this. And you kind of avoid having like life experiences, because the song is talking about, I just came to kick it, but really I would rather be at home all by myself, not in this room with other people who don't care about, yeah, you know. So they're saying like, I'd rather be at home and not with these people that I don't like I'm only here because my friends invited me. So it's kind of like, you remind me of this energy where I know I've been guilty of this before, where sometimes you want to act like you don't care about something, because if you act like you care and then it doesn't work out, then it's like embarrassing, but it's not, okay? So yeah, I do feel like it's interesting, okay? So people just feel like you're very cautious. Yeah, you know, you try not to lose control. And yeah, you do a lot of things for everyone else, and maybe sometimes you kind of put yourself last or you put yourself second, you know, when like you should be number one. And I just feel like you always have an excuse for why you do certain things. And I feel like Spirit is kind of saying like now's the time to say like you don't have to use certain things as a scapegoat anymore. You don't need to be scared about certain things, repeating patterns. You know, maybe you've always been scared that something bad's gonna happen to your loved ones, or you've always been controlled by fear. And they're kind of saying like now's the time to really let go of that, because if you keep living with like being scared about what's gonna happen tomorrow, what if this happens, what if that happens, you're not really living. Like there's this other quote where it's like, get busy living or get busy dying. And like those are the two choices that you have to make in life. So yeah, but okay, let's see. So Spirit, how do people see pile 2? How do people see pile 2? You could be a Cancer. We have the Chariot, the Moon card. So we have Piscean energy, 2 of Wands, the Lovers. Damn. Okay, so we have a lot of water sign energy. So you definitely could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be a Gemini, or you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Chariot card that came upright. So basically this talks about the home life that I was busy talking about. It talks about having to move through difficult situations and feeling like you're doing it by yourself, but really you are not alone. So with the Chariot card, also I'm using the Mara Tarot Reader, by the way, if you're wondering. But yeah, basically it says that you can move mountains and that you have a lot of determination, a lot of willpower, okay? You always, if someone gives you an opportunity, you always go the extra mile. If someone, you know, shows you that they're going to be there for you, you're like, okay, ride or die. If someone gives you an opportunity for like a new job, you're about to really work day and night. Oh, no, time to like dead ass. Yeah, you're always victorious at the end of the day. You move really fast, you're always on the go. And that no matter what opposing forces are in your way, you always seem to like, you know, make a new path and like make that the right direction. Like let's say you're busy, like you're on your path, and then like there's like a big thing over here, you'll go and you make a new path, and somehow it's still the right path. Like no matter what direction you're going into, if you're going backwards, forwards, like you're always going in the right direction, because it's really not a race. But anyways, so we have the Ace of Cups that came up, right? People see you as someone that is super loving. I just feel like you have a heart made of gold. Oh my god, look here, you have a heart made of gold. This gold over here. So yeah, people see you as someone that is just really loving, really open to love. People feel like you have a lot of raw emotion, okay? And that you're seeking emotional fulfillment. And that you kind of remind people that, you know, things could be worse. Not like in a, okay, that sounds bad. I just feel like you're someone that is always going through different adversity, and I feel like when people look at you, they get this inspiration and they're like, oh damn, like you've been through so much, you've done so much, and like look where you are, like you're still doing the things. And I feel like there's that inspiration that people can draw from you, and like they put that into their own life as well. Like really your energy is, it's raw. It really is just raw. You're really intuitive, you're in touch with your emotions, and that good things are going to be happening to you. And that you're really good at like maintaining relationships in your life as well. We have the Lovers card. So this talks about choices, okay? Okay, so with the Lovers card, I mentioned that it has to do with choices, and like not even in like romantic relationships, but sometimes it just talks about choosing whether you're going to be logical or you're going to be emotional about certain things. And I feel like people see you as being really logical, but also really emotional at the same time. But you know, maybe more emotional than logical, but like you have a reason for everything. You know, even when people feel like you're being overly emotional, you know deep down that what you're doing makes sense for you, and like this is your own path. I just feel like you're on your own journey, and like you're living unapologetically for yourself, you know, right now. Like before maybe you weren't like that, but like now you are, and people can tell that. because like you'll just be doing what you want, and you'll be doing it how you want to do it, when you want to do it, how you see fit for yourself, and you kind of aren't trying to minimize yourself or minimize your own feelings and anything. It's like if you want to do it, you're gonna do it, and people just gotta either get with it or get out the way. So yeah, you're always constantly choosing between logic and emotion. And sometimes you need to like bridge the gap. So maybe when you're being overly emotional, or you think you need to choose between being logical and emotional, you can bridge the gap, and it can be like a bit of both in both. But yeah, I just feel like people are saying that you're living life how you want to live life, and they're happy for you. Okay, and then we have the Two of Rods, or the Two of Wands that came up, right? So this talks about taking action. I just feel like people think that you're an amazing partner, you're an amazing friend, companion, sibling, parent. Like you really are. I feel like you always try to put in so much effort for the people that you love. Like literally Walter White, like he did everything for his family, and you know he did it for himself too, but he really did do a lot for his family. And Shay, my dog, is over here. Hello, my baby. Okay, yeah, anyways, do you want to go, babe? Bloop. Okay, but yeah, anyways, so like Walter White, like he did do a lot for his family, but at the end of the day he did do it for himself, and I feel like that's kind of how you are. Like you're doing everything for yourself, but you know, you care about the people that you love a lot, and you don't have to choose between yourself and people that you love. You can bridge that gap, you know, like it doesn't have to be that big of a difference where you have to love yourself so much and love other people like that little, you know, or vice versa. Like it can be like a bridging gap, like putting yourself first and putting them like, you know, right there. Okay, but yeah, then we have the Moon card. This just talks about you holding in a lot of emotions and not really showing like that, maybe that logical side of you, or showing that emotional side of you. Yeah, keeping things to yourself sometimes, you know, being mysterious. But yeah, okay, let me pull out some other cards. Let's see. I just came to kick it. Okay, so Spirit, what is something that Pile 2 needs to hear right now? What's something Pile 2 needs to hear right now? We have Sun. And literally, I just read the Moon card. So it says, paint the sun back into your sky. That is so pretty. I love this. Okay. So it says, don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out the front door. Okay. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy or fulfilled. The fact is that some people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts, and that is so true. And I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so pile number 3, you guys chose like this Knight of Cups basically type vibe. So yeah, I'm gonna call you guys the Knight of Cups because it definitely goes with the theme. Because as soon as I picked this card up, I was like, firstly, I'm gonna use the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Secondly, you are a lover. Like literally the first song that came up was It's Not Unusual, where it's like, it's not unusual to have fun with anyone. I forgot how it goes, but that song, like super old school. You could definitely be a Leo, an Aries, or I want to say a Pisces, not even like a Sagittarius. Sorry Sagittarius, but you're probably not a Sagittarius. If you are, I doubt it. Okay, anyways, so yeah, your first song is It's Not Unusual by Tom Jones, and then your second song is Self-Control by Frank Ocean, okay? So your channel message says, you're a lover. Love follows you. Infatuation, sex, drugs, obsession. You're smart, attractive, reckless, young, and still really immature. I can see you're still learning and growing, okay? So pile 3, you're definitely giving me Euphoria vibes. You're busy giving BoJack Horseman. You're giving Queen's Gambit. You know, you're giving all of that stuff where it's like you're reckless, okay? I'm not really sure what the song Self-Control by Frank Ocean is all about, but I feel like the opposite of the title, like you don't have that self-control. and you're kind of the polar opposite to pile number 2, because they were all about self-control. So people kind of see you as unhinged, you know, they see you as someone that can't be tamed. But let's see. So Spirit, how do people see pile 3? How do people see pile 3? What is their impression of pile 3? Oh yes, okay. Breakup 6. Strength card. Ah, we got the Knight of Swords, but it came in reverse. Reverse cargo. A lot of sex, guys. People view you as having a lot of sex. Really sexy. Someone that really enjoys living life on the edge. I mean, look at this girl. She's like trying to tame this like wild bull, and it's like, girl, you're gonna get hurt. And you're like, no, like I live for the thrill. Like, you know, you're really sensual, really seductive. Like, I feel like people just get that energy where it's like, damn, like you hot as fuck, mommy, or like daddy, or like whoever. Parents, please just get off this. But yeah, I feel like people are just like, damn, 10 out of 10. You're a painting, okay? So let's start with the 5 of Swords that came up, right? So I feel like you, yeah, you know, danger turns you on. I feel like you're into the whole breakup sex, you're into the whole, you know, toxic relationships, or at least people get that impression, okay? This is just how people see you. This doesn't mean that they know you, but you know, from outside glance, meeting you for 5 minutes or just seeing you down the road, they're like, damn, like you seem like someone that probably has a lot of toxic relationships, a lot of like, you know, experience in the punani eggplant department, or like whatever is happening down there. People feel like you have a lot of experience. They feel like you're someone that, yeah, you have your toxic side, okay? Just a little bit, okay? You also could be a Taurus, like I said. People just find your body so alluring. I feel like you really are one hot tamale, okay? Then we have the Knight of Swords. I'm gonna read it in reverse. So basically this talks about you Knight of Swords, eh? So like upright talks about people that are really fast moving. They don't think before they do. But I feel like because it came in reverse, it's kind of like you're really calculated. I think that you will do things and people will think that maybe you're being sloppy or that you're making a mistake or whatever, but you're way smarter than people think. So if people think like, oh yeah, you're into toxic relationships, you're doing that, you're doing this. Also, we do not slut shame. Ever. So if you are a slut shamer, y'all can get off, okay? No. But anyways, I feel like if people have something bad to say about you, or people like, oh, like you didn't study for this exam and like you think you're just going to be able to pass and do whatever, I feel like you have reasons for why you do everything, and there's more calculation and there's more thought to what you're doing than people know. So yeah, I think that sometimes people feel like you're all like, because literally it says here, you're young, you're immature, I can see you're still growing and learning. And like some people can see that as like, yeah, you're still learning, you're still growing, everyone makes mistakes, everyone has those days. But then there's those condescending people where they're like, yeah, like you're clearly still growing up, and it's like, okay bitch, bye. But I just feel like you have reasons for why you do certain things, and you know, if you know, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. I feel like a lot of people like you, but at the same time, in the same breath, a lot of people maybe don't. I feel like you do have some enemies, you do have some people that don't like you, they don't like what you stand for. So if you're like, maybe, I don't know, what's it, radical, or like let's say you're a liberal, let's say you're this, let's say you're that, I feel like you're really like outspoken, you have really out there opinions, and it's kind of like having a strong personality, being someone that stands up for people, being someone that is prevalent in people's lives, being even an extrovert. I feel like you're more susceptible to having people that don't like you, in comparison to maybe not having strong opinions, not being put in a situation where you have to stand up for yourself, not being surrounded by people so that they can judge you, and that type of thing, okay? Because if you aren't, like, yeah, I just feel like if you aren't always out there, if you're more introverted, if you're more to yourself, it's kind of hard to judge someone that you don't know. But because people think they know you, they can judge you. But like, that's up to them, okay? So I do feel like you got a couple haters out there, but you know, screw it, haters gonna hate, okay? And then we have the King of Swords. So that is where it's coming in, because as much as the Knight of Swords is like that immature card, but it came in reverse, we have the King of Swords. So you're smart. I feel like you know what you're doing. You know, I feel like you've experienced a lot of things in your life where maybe you used to try and think, oh, like I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to be liked by other people. Or you used to look for validation from other people, but now you don't. And people know that. People just feel like sometimes, yeah, they do sometimes think you're a bit reckless. I feel like you have a lot of people that sometimes disapprove of what you're doing. Some people are kind of like, oh, you're gonna see when you're older, you're gonna regret all those piercings, those tattoos, you're gonna regret doing so much things. And like people just trying to say that, oh, you're too young to like know what you're talking about. People trying to say like, oh, like you'll find your way again, and that type of stuff. Okay, let's wait for the airplane and then I'll carry on. Okay, so the airplane is gone. But yeah, you're really smart. I do feel like you're really smart. And then we have the strength card that came upright. So, yeah, I feel like you're crazy, girl. You're a crazy person, non-binary, whatever gender you are. You're crazy, okay? Also, you could be non-binary. Maybe you have like they, it pronouns, or its pronouns, or something like that. Like, I like it. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of people think that you're really out there, you know? But then we have the Justice card. I feel like as much as like you see all that stuff, I do feel like you're someone that's really loving. I feel like you're fair. I feel like you don't judge other people as much as, you know, people judge you. I feel like there's a part of you that has like empathy for people that don't understand you and where you're coming from. I feel like you're really educated, you're really smart, and I feel like you have these radical opinions, or like you are how you are. Maybe you're really sex positive, or like whatever aspect where it's like people can hate on you for it. Maybe it's even tarot reading, maybe it's the type of work that you do. And like I feel like you're doing these things because you've been educated on it, and you're kind of trying to like oh, what's that thing, like trying to break generational curses, trying to break generational curses and generational trauma. You're trying to end the cycle with you, okay? And I feel like people think, oh, that's wrong, like you're doing the wrong thing, but I do feel like you have a reason for why you're doing it, and it makes sense for you. And I feel like, you know, people that are being ignorant towards you, it's kind of like that's their own thing. If they don't want to, you know, see the light, if they don't want to be doing what you're doing, you're going to be fair about it. You're not about to like force them or anything, but like, you know, it's going to take time. You know that everyone's not going to, you know, see you as what you're trying to do now. Or maybe you're kind of like a struggling artist, and you're like putting all of your life savings into like your work, into your art, and like it's not materializing right now. And then people are like, oh, like you should get a job, oh, you should do this, and you're kind of saying like, I know it's gonna take a while. Knight of Pentacles, like you're saying like, I know it's gonna take a while, but I have faith in this, and I know that it's gonna materialize. I know that it's gonna be worthwhile. I just have to wait. So while you're busy waiting to break those generational curses and trauma, you know it's gonna take time. You know it's gonna come with resistance. Like shadow work, it comes with resistance. It comes with a lot of shit, you know. So yeah, and you're kind of having to, yeah, okay, learn and grow from that. That's what you're learning and growing from. Not like you being like extra reckless. Like you're learning and growing from all the shit that you have to do right now. But yeah, it says Knight of Pentacles, and this guy's like giving her like something to drink. I just feel like honestly you're trying to do what you feel like is best for you, and you're trying to help other people along the way, but certain people don't want your help. You know, she don't want to be saved, don't save her. Also, you could be a Drake fan. Let's see. So Spirit, what is something pile 3 needs to hear right now? We have communication. What's something pile 3 needs to hear? And we have hearts. Okay, I like this. Let me look and see what this means. So this could be about your heart chakra. Okay, so something you might need to hear right now. It says the universe is communicating with you through songs, signs, and sounds. Okay. So they're kind of saying like, maybe have you heard a ringing or a buzzing in your ear? Ooh, or do you hear a word that pops into your head when you're thinking about a question that you would like to be answered? Did you ever listen to a shell when you were a child and thought that you heard the sounds of the ocean? Like that type of stuff, you know. Maybe you've been having weird like coincidences, or you've been like hearing something. It is definitely the universe trying to communicate with you, and that you're being guided from above, and you should be open to receiving messages and listening to songs. Maybe you're even you may be receiving a clear audience communication through lyrics in a song. And then as for hearts, oh, epiphany, feathers, hands. Okay, then as for hearts, it says the universe wants you to open your heart to love. Okay, so it says you've received this card as the universe has heard your thoughts and prayers about love, loss, and relationships. Pay attention to the area of the card that you're drawn to. So you can look at it again. Do you focus on the goal and the heart floating in the background, or are you drawn to the broken-hearted cloud? If you're drawn to the background hearts, it is because the universe wants you to focus on love, on the love that's always around you and the love that's coming into your life. The universe is letting you know, blah, 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 blah. If you're drawn to the broken-hearted cloud, the one on top there, it is a gentle reminder that the universe is trying to heal your broken heart. It is very important to remember that when you go through a romantic breakup or heartache, you need to give your heart time to heal, so that when the right person does come into your life, you are open to receiving and giving love. Yeah. And they're saying, you know, you can use leaves, crystals, do whatever you need to do to be able to open your heart chakra and like live your most authentic self. Because, you know, if you're going to be doing these generational traumas, if you're going to be being the person that you are now, you're going to need to have as much experience, as much emotional stuff. You need to have all your chakras in line, because this is not easy, especially if you're a light worker or whatever, clairaudient. I don't know all the terms, but if whatever, you know, like you're gonna need all the support that you can get. You need to have your spirit guides, you need to have your ancestors, you need to have that support, fam. So, but anyways, that is what I got for pile 3. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye. What is our pile number 4? So you guys chose this card, and this video is how do people see you. Okay, so what I was busy hearing is that people get the energy that like you're trying to reclaim your energy, and you're doing it amazingly. Okay, I feel like people see you as someone that is really kind of like defying beauty standards, and just, you know, trying to be happy from the start again. I feel like maybe you've been in a really low place. Wait, let me see. Well, you were in a really low place at a point in time in your life, and now you're kind of just trying to be happy from the start. Or recently you got out of a long-term relationship, and you're kind of adjusting to now like being single and like what that's like. I definitely recommend the movie How to Be Single. I'll insert a photo now. But yeah, so your 2 songs are Say Nothing and Hiding by Pianos Become the Teeth. And your channeled message says, you're powerful, someone I don't want to get on with. I'm scared of you sometimes. I worry we're too different to fall in love. You're dark and distant. And then we have Young Royals, and we have Shawshank Redemption for some unknown reason. Okay, so basically, how do people see you? Okay, this is really interesting, but you know, we do have the spades on the card that you chose, and the death card is the most, well, like this is the death card, not just spades. So the death card is the most powerful card in the deck, or at least that's what I always thought. Like in cartomancy, at least it is. And it represents transformation. It represents like an ending to your old self, an ending to an old situation, and moving forward towards something else. So I definitely do feel like people see you as someone that's very powerful, maybe really witchy, really in tune with yourself, with your beliefs, with your religion, with your practices, whatever you believe in. You're very passionate about it, and people can tell from a mile away. I feel like your energy is really high as well, and it's really something that like people can feel. I feel like when you enter a room, you kind of dominate the conversation just with your energy, even though you don't say anything. So maybe when people say things that you don't agree with, you just have a look. Or I feel like people can just tell when you don't like them, because there's this transparency in your face sometimes. You know, maybe you can't hide your emotions. It's like if you're disgusted by something, you're gonna make a face. If you like something, you're gonna, if you don't like something, if you're sad, you know, it kind of shows on your face. But yeah, so it says you're someone I don't want to get on with, because like it's interesting, because first I was gonna write down that people don't want to get on your bad side, but then rather it came out as someone that I don't want to get on with. I think that certain times people feel like maybe they're too different from you, and that you're not gonna wanna hang out with them or be with them because they're not like you. You know, it's this energy where it's like people see this hierarchy between you and them. You know, maybe it's like you could be an influencer, or I don't know what you're doing, but like you're in this area or you're in this vein where people feel like, no, you have too much money, you wouldn't want to associate with me. You have too much influence, you wouldn't want to be talking to someone like me. So maybe sometimes people get the energy that you're a bit snobby, or that, you know, you give off the energy that you're better than someone else. And I don't think you do that on purpose by any means. I just feel like when people meet you, sometimes they're thinking, oh, like there's no way you'd want to go for me, there's no way that you'd ever be interested in me, there's no way we could ever be friends even, you know. And that's why it says like, let's say nothing. And literally I forgot one of the lines is like, let's say nothing at all. Okay, I forgot, but yeah, listen to the song. But yeah, you're dark and distant, and I feel like because of that mysterious energy that you have, it leaves people like having to use their imagination because they don't know who you are. So Spirit, how do people see powerful? How do people see powerful? Let's see. So we have the Page of Cups that came upright. Interesting. And also we have the King of Cups. So it says eternal youth. For some reason you remind me of Fizz from that 70s TV show. I do not know why, but you remind me of Fizz. So I feel like people view you as someone that is really romantic, okay? You're romantic at heart. You know, I do feel like there's this energy where you're really distant and you don't like showing people lots of parts of yourself. But I think that's just the people that don't know you. I feel like people that don't know you think that, you know, oh, you're probably not nice, or you're really mean. Or people have these preconceptions, these preconceived ideas about you. Like I mentioned this in a previous reading where I was talking about how at least in South Africa, like let me just say, I know like people that go to certain universities, they expect you to like have this certain demeanor, but it's really not like that, you know. Like if you go to UCT, like you're super smart, you're super like blah blah blah. But dead ass, I went to UCT. I mean, I didn't go there, I went to visit someone. I didn't get accepted there, but I went to visit someone there, and like they're really nice. So I feel like maybe people get the energy like maybe because you live in like a more privileged area, or you have a lot of privilege, or you have more money or whatever, people feel like, oh, you're probably rude, you're probably bratty, you're probably snotty. But then I'm seeing the people that know you, it's like you're amazing. Like the Page of Cups is someone that's really romantic, and I feel like because people don't know that side of you, they don't know that you really are romantic. But I think this reading is more about people that do know you. So the people that do know you, they know that yeah, you're really caring, you're really kind. I feel like you're always putting in effort, no matter like how long you've known someone. You always, it's kind of like people always get butterflies when they meet you. People always still get that energy where it's like the first time that they met you. I feel like you have this spark, you have this energy where it's like it can't be forgotten, you know. Like, you know, when you kiss someone and then it's like, oh my god, like your first kiss. But it's like that, but like 24/7 all the time, just being in your energy. And then we have the King of Cups that came up, right? Again, you have such a huge heart. I feel like you really are super caring, and a lot of people don't get to see that side of you. we have the world card that came up, right? So again, this talks about, you know, your influence on people, your influence on the world, and yeah, the people that you meet, and how your energy, it's like biodiversity. I forgot what the definition was, but it's like all the different cells and mechanisms interacting with each other in like something something. I'm sorry guys, I graduated last year, but I still don't remember shit from school, so but yeah, I just feel like it's interesting because you're only able to have an impact on people that know you. I feel like the people that don't know you, they're just gonna assume like, oh, you're just like I said, maybe they don't like you because they don't have a reason to like you. But the people that do know you, I feel like they can like write an essay about how amazing you are, because we also have the Nine of Pentacles, you know. You're someone that's desirable. You're someone that's, you know, financially stable. You're someone that has amazing friends. You're someone that's attractive. You work on yourself. You try to be there for your friends, your family. You're learning new skills. I feel like there's so many amazing things about you, so many amazing qualities, but it's kind of like overshadowed because maybe of your distant demeanor. Because this person's saying like maybe we're too different. So I do feel like someone is coming in on this reading, someone that really does love you, but they're saying like they know you so well, but they feel like they can't be with you. Like it's giving Gossip Girl, it's giving Serena and Dan Humphrey, like Lonely Boy and blah blah blah, you know, where he grew up on the wrong side of the tracks and she grew up in Upper East Side. And it's like this whole thing where there's that I don't want to say hierarchy, but there's a difference in financial wealth or in financial stability. And I just feel like because of that, this person feels like maybe you won't like them. But they know that you would probably, but it's complicated, okay? I just feel like someone's kind of like interrupting your reading and they're saying like, okay, I know this isn't the right time. I know this is about how do people see you, but like I'm just trying to let you know that I'm in love with you. Like, hi, hello, I'm in love with you. Like, okay, okay. But yeah, you're really desirable. I feel like with the Six of Cups, a lot of people do have crushes on you. A lot of people do love you for who you are. You know, even if that means you sometimes being mean, you sometimes I don't want to say being ignorant, but I do feel like you have your fair share of amazing qualities and also your fair share of not amazing qualities. And I feel like a lot of people know that, but they love you as you are. You know, maybe sometimes you're really stubborn, you're really stuck in your ways and you don't want to change. And I feel like people love you for who you are. Like I said, they love you for your good things and your bad things, the duality. And then we have the High Priestess that came upright, and the High Priestess also talks about, you know, you being really feminine, you being similar to the Empress, and being able to tell when someone's busy deceiving you as well. So let me pull out a card. Spirit, what is something powerful needs to hear right now? What is something powerful needs to hear right now? What's something powerful needs to hear right now? Let's get a different one. What's something powerful when you see it right now? I'm like, no, no, no. Okay, so we have Sundress, Do It For You, and Castle. It's time for healing, not war. I love this card a lot just because I like what they say. Sorry about the lighting. I like what they say in the book where they were like, okay, fine. Okay, wait, let me look for it actually. Okay, so I'm going to read what it says because I don't know why, but I just love it. So it says, don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and war is exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. I don't know why I love this card so much, but it's just like, damn, like they were like, okay, you got mad, bitch. Now what? Like, you need to take that same energy where you got mad and take it into your healing too. And then the other card was the Do It For You. And it just says, when it comes to healing and recovery, make sure you're doing it for yourself, not for somebody else. Don't be, wait. Becoming too dependent on other people will only end in disappointment. People leave, friends drift, family members become estranged. Your reason needs to be bigger than them, and believe it or not, you are important enough to be that reason. That is so sweet. But okay, that is what I got for pile 4. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Alright, so pile number 5, you guys chose this. I'm gonna say this is the 5 of spades because every time I think about the 5 of spades, I think about breakups, I think about pain, and I'm not even gonna lie, pile 5, as soon as I picked up your pile, my heart chakra, or my heart was like pitter patter ouch, like pitter patter ouch. Okay, if that makes any sense. But like I felt a little bit of a 3 of swords over there. So you could definitely be going through something right now. Or I do feel like people get the sense that you know, you're not a stranger to pain. I feel like they know that you've had your fair share of heartbreaks. You definitely could be a Taurus as well. I feel like Taurus people have been through so much traumatic things and they just brush it off like it's nothing. And I'm like, damn, like, we should unpack that. And they're just like, okay, sorry, that was my dog. But yeah, anyway, so your 2 songs are Figures by Jessie Reyes and Living Room Flow by Janae Aiko. And then your channeled message says, pain is no stranger to you. You're mysterious and alluring, hot, sexy, make me come, dick hard, everything. Classical music, BTS, hard to channel energy, better to experience in person. So I do feel like it is hard to kind of channel your energy, because I just feel like, yeah, it's something that has to be experienced. Because if you could feel how I felt right now, or how I feel right now, I just feel very delicate. I feel very fragile. I feel like I could use a hug. I feel like I could cry a little bit. I feel like I could also just stay in. I feel like I could be open, be vulnerable. And I feel like you give people this impression where, or you give people the comfort and the availability to do that as well. I feel like people see you as, maybe when you're going through something, they feel like they're also able to not even make it about themselves, but people feel comfortable enough around you to cry and be vulnerable because they know that you wouldn't judge them. Yeah. Like, it's so hard to describe. It's like, let's say for example, you are at school and nobody likes you, nobody likes sitting with you, and someone goes and they sit next to you. They feel comfortable enough to do that because they know you wouldn't chase them away. I don't know if that sounds bad, if that sounds rude, but in a different sense, I just feel like people feel comfortable enough with you to just be vulnerable. But let's pull out some cards so I can make more sense, hopefully. So Spirit, how do people see pile 5? Oh, we have the Moon card. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I've never seen this card before. Damn. So how do people see pile 5? We have the Devil card. Addiction. Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands. So we have a lot of fire sign energy. So you could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. You could be a Pisces, or you could be a Capricorn. Let's see. We have a lot of cards here, okay? So let us get through it. So the Moon card that came up, right? This is so beautiful. I feel like people see you as someone that you're the same. I feel like the person that you are when you're alone is the same person that you are when you're with people, and people love that. People love that you're really open. And it's interesting because you're very mysterious and alluring. And we even, I mean, the Moon card talks about being mysterious. But it's kind of like this contradictory thing, or oxymoron, because I feel like as much as you are very mysterious, it's like you're mysterious in public and also you're very mysterious to yourself. The things that you don't admit to yourself, you don't admit to other people either. It's not like you're ever untruthful. I feel like you're a very truthful person and people feel like you don't lie to anyone. Yeah, they feel like they don't know you, but at the same time, they know that they can trust you. Even if they don't know your full backstory, you just are very trustworthy. Maybe it's how you look or just something like that, but they just feel like they can trust you. Like, I'm hearing people be like, nah, like, I trust him with my body. I trust him with this. Like, I trust him with everything. You know, especially if a lot of people that are spiritual around you Well, I feel like a lot of spiritual people trust you as well, and people will even come to you for guidance, because I'm seeing certain people being like, okay, I'm very reserved, I'm someone that really values my body. My body's a temple, and I feel comfortable enough to like show you my body, to have sex with you. I feel comfortable enough to express my emotions and cry with you, even though I don't do that. You know, it feels like the moon is more of other people interacting with you, and then literally, like, this card is so beautiful. Like, I wish you guys could see this, but like, they're busy, like, you know, doing the thing, and then she has a mirror, and then I don't know how to describe it, but like, this card is just so pretty. Like, it's just a reflection of yourself, you know. And I feel like you do that. I feel like you mirror a lot of people when you meet them. And then we have the sun card, so just polar opposites, you know. You mirror people's energy. And then with the sun card, I feel like deep down though, you are someone that's really happy, and you are someone that's trustworthy, you know. They feel like they can trust you, and they know they can. People have this intuition about you that you're a good person, and you are. I feel like people don't assume bad things about you. They know that you're a good person, and you don't ever prove them wrong. We have the Seven of Cups here, so definitely you could be a player. 100%. Like, yes, I'm hearing like ladies man, that's horrible, but like, I'm hearing, yeah, you could definitely be a player as well, because I'm definitely hearing that, like, you know, Cupid be working overtime for you. But more so, you're just someone that loves having a lot of options, and I feel like you're still deciding what you want to do with the future, and you like keeping your options open. You like being able to access a lot of things. Queen of Swords that came up, right? There are times where you can be really bitchy, and I feel like people know that if they push you to this point where you have to be mean, they definitely did something to you. This is where the being mysterious and alluring comes in. I feel like because you're not someone that's very confrontational, when you do show that side of yourself, because Queen of Swords and also the Queen of Wands, these are people that are like not afraid to like say how they feel. They're unafraid to, you know, step on people's toes. And I feel like when you show that side, people are like, damn, like, you could be definitely like a dom, because we even have the Capricorn card, and like, these are just like sexy cards, okay? But yeah, people see you as someone that doesn't mind, like, as much as you aren't someone that is confrontational. If you need to be confrontational, I feel like you aren't afraid to step on someone's toes and cut off their dick. Okay. And then Queen of Wands, you also aren't afraid of people seeing you like that, you know, because I feel like when I was busy talking about people feeling open enough to explore okay, but like with the Queen of Wands, I'm getting the energy where, you know how I was talking about people feel comfortable enough to cry around you, or like, you know, sleep with you, or like expose their body to you and everything. I feel like at the same time, people view you as someone that not only do people feel comfortable around you to do that, but also you want them to do that, you know? People feel like you want them to see you get angry. You want them to see you be vulnerable. You want them to see every single aspect of you, you know, because we have the moon card, but then we have the sun card. So as much as you keep things hidden, I feel like you want that to be seen. You don't want to be someone that keeps secrets. You want them to see your good aspects, your bad aspects. You want them to see everything. And then we have the devil card. I feel like you aren't afraid of your demons, and you know, maybe you are someone that deals with a lot of addiction, or like you have a lot of addictive people around you, and people trying to steal your energy, because sometimes when you're busy mirroring energy, people aren't doing great things and you're busy mirroring them, you know. I feel like you should be careful with your energy and who you let allow in your energy, because definitely there are some energy vampires and people that will just take advantage of you. And because you're so open, because you allow them that vulnerability, they take advantage of it and they start like sucking you dry, okay? I mean, like, you can see this guy's dick. Like, it looks dry and shriveled up, okay? So, cut that off. No. There's someone in your life that you need to cut off, like, 100%. And then we have the Ten of Wands. I just feel like you're hot as fuck, bro. Everyone wants to sleep with you. Like, point blank period, you're hot as fuck. Okay. So, let's see. Spirit, what is something Pile 5 needs to hear right now? What's something power 5 needs to hear right now? Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. You got the Phoenix, and literally it's the same one as the, yeah. This is the psychic reading cards, by the way. So the Phoenix says, it's time to rise and begin again. You receive this card as the universe wants you to know that no matter what challenging experiences you have in the past, they are now behind you and you have the ability to rise above them, okay? You're overcoming darkness, you're rising from challenges, things that have held you back before. You're powerful, you can succeed anything. And if you've been feeling stuck or blocked, it's time to change your mindset. The Phoenix is a symbol of power and strength and determination. You're powerful. The universe wants to remind you that you have all you need to face any challenge before you. And then also, I want to read you guys this poem. Okay, wait. Okay, so I want to read this poem to you. Just the last line, because I don't know why, but I really like it. So they're saying, your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous and the gods wait to delight in you. And I just think that is so perfect because it kind of matches, with what I was busy saying, or what Spirit's busy saying, because I feel like the gods are waiting to delight in you. They're waiting to show you everything that you deserve, and you should just know that. Like, yeah, anyways, that is what I got for Pile 5. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.